We showed you our sneak peek of Deep Love here on PCTV Reports, but tonight we are behind the scenes right before their show here in Salt Lake City. Let's go meet some of the actors and find out what has made the show a Halloween tradition in our community.
A rock opera is like an opera in that it's a story told through continuous music, but instead of classical music, it's rock and roll. It's always different, it's always new. I mean, we wait a year that goes by, every time we do it, so it feels like we're doing it for the first time often. It's mostly because we're scrambling to remember what we did the year before.
The biggest reason I come back every year is because these are all my friends, and we've, over the years, kind of gone our separate directions, but it's like once a year for Halloween we get to come back and hang out for a few days, and so it's like a family reunion once a year.
We were lucky enough to find the cast that we have, and we're lucky that they want to keep doing the show because they're all fantastic. Garrett, he plays Friedrich and he wrote the show, so he kind of we're stuck with him. No, I'm just kidding. He's phenomenal. Has one of the most beautiful singing voices you'll hear. And then we have Amy, who we met on The Voice.
Right now, I'm in hair and makeup with the incredibly talented Michaela, and she's about to put this gold, foily metallic,
Magic.
Amazing stuff on my eyes. Yeah, hair and makeup has been an interesting thing with this show. It's definitely evolved a lot, and I'm really happy with where it's at this year in terms of really combining the rock and roll, fashion and vibe with kind of colonial hints, and I don't know. It's a pretty cool conglomeration of genres coming together to create a really cool, unique style for Deep Love this year. Florence is basically a prostitute in this show. And also just a total jilted lover. And anyway, so her, her hair and makeup, her clothing it's sexy, also slight, which I don't mean this in a bad way, but slightly trashy. But really we just get it to be a lot of rock and roll, because she's edgy, she's a little wild, she's got a past, she's got secrets. So yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good representation of who Florence is.
We encourage our audience to always come dressed in funeral attire, and they always oblige. They come dressed in, they're blacks, or they'll have skeleton paint like me, or some will have veils. Everybody gets really creative, and it's a lot of fun.
The other reason I come back year after year is because we have such dedicated, wonderful fans who come every single year, and will come multiple nights every single year, and come completely decked out in face paint and the most elaborate costumes. And it's wonderful to get to interact with them after the show and get to do something that they love.
We have a lot of repeats. A lot of people come back. We have an interesting mix. A lot of first-timers, usually 50% first-timers, and then another 50% of the audience are people who've seen it at least 4 times.
There's a lot of legends, I think, that have built up over the years, how Deep Love started.
From what I heard of how the Deep Love came about is that Ryan and Garrett, they were living in Idaho, it was winter, and they had gone through some breakups, and they decided that writing a rock opera was how they could best deal with that.
The honest truth is, we started writing it just because we were bored. That's the truth. There wasn't a single event that spurred us to say, we're so sad we need to write a rock opera about love and death.
I just have loved playing this role for the last 5 years, and I don't know, people get so excited about it because it's so innovative and so creative, and I think my character in particular, I bring a lot of rock and roll, the female kind of powerhouse to the stage and to the show, and so they appreciate that element. You really get a little bit of everything that you could ever want in a concert through this show.
Make sure you catch Deep Love next year, or you can go online to see some videos and hear the music. This has been PCTV Reports, and we'll be right back.